Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My dear students, Assalamu alaikum and welcome to all in my virtual class. I am Shahjalal Ahmed Pial, lecturer in Finance and Banking, Milestone College, Uttara. I hope all are fine and well by the grace of Almighty Allah. Dear students, let's start the class.
My dear students, today I will discuss Finance, Banking and Insurance, second part, chapter 6, Check, Bill of Exchange and Promissory Note. Today, topics. After discussion, you will able to the answering of following topics. Number 1, concept of a dishonor or bound check, reasons for dishonor of a check, the problems in dishonor of check, and the procedures of legal action against the dishonor checks. Dear students, let's in details. Concept of dishonor or bound check. A check is said to be honored if the banks give the amount to the payee, while if the bank refuses to pay the amount to the payee, the check is said to be dishonored. In other words, dishonor of check is a condition in which bank refuses to pay the amount of check to the payee or receiver of check. The reasons of dishonor of a check. There are various reasons for dishonor of a check. Some reasons are given here. Number 1, if the fund in the bank account is insufficient to meet the payment of the check, then the check will be dishonored. Second, the amount written in words and figures does not match each other. Dear students, all of you know, in a check we written the amount in two ways. First, we written the amount figure in numeric and other in words. Both are same, and otherwise it will be dishonored. If the check is overwritten, if the signature is absent or the signature in the check does not match with the specimen signature kept by the bank, if the date is not mentioned or written incorrectly, or the date mentioned is of 6 months before. Dear students, we all of you know a validity of a checks in 6 months or 180 days. After 6 months or 180 days, when you will submit the check will be dishonored. If the court of law has given an order to pay the bank to stop payment on the check, this is the reason of legal factor. Court order. Anyone bank account will have been freezed by the order of court, then the check will be dishonored. If the drawer orders the bank to stop payment on the check. Another reasons of dishonored check: if the drawer has closed the account before representing the check. Dear students, there have also another reasons, but here the main reasons of dishonored checks. The problems in dishonor of check. When the check is dishonored, a check return memo is offered by the bank to the payee stating why the check has been bounced. The payee can submit the check if the believes that it will be honored second time. The payee can prosecute the drawer legally if the check is bounced again. The Negotiable Instrument Act 1881 is applicable for the cases related to dishonor of checks. In accordance with Section 138 of this Act, dishonor of check is a criminal offense and it punishable with monetary penalty or imprisonment up to 2 years or both. It is considered as a criminal offense under Section 138 of the Negotiable Instrument Act 1881 with a punishment of up to 2 years or fine being double the amount of the dishonored check or both. Procedures of legal action against the dishonored check. The Negotiable Instrument Act 1881 is applicable for the cases of dishonor of check. This act has been amended many times since 1881. According to Section 138 of the Act, the dishonor of check is a criminal offense and it is punishable by imprisonment up to 2 years or with monetary penalty or with both. If payee decides to proceed legally, then the drawer should be given a chance of repaying the check amount immediately. Such a chance has to be given only in the form of notice in writing. The payee has to send the notice to the drawer with 30 days from the date of receiving check return memo from the bank. The notice should mention that the check amount has to be paid to the payee within 15 days from the date of receipt of the notice by the drawer. If the check issuer fails to make a fresh payment within 30 days of receiving the notice, the payee has to write to file a criminal complaint under Section 138 of the Negotiable Instrument Act 1881. Dear students, I hope all are understood what is a dishonored check and why a check will dishonor and the procedure of legal action of a Dishonour Cheque. Thank you everybody and goodbye.